Hello everybody, hope you're all doing well, and in this video I'm talking about a disqualification that's been announced in Miami, as well as a Max Verstappen update following a very impressive qualifying. So let's start with Verstappen, and while going in to the Miami Grand Prix weekend, Red Bull brought a lot of upgrades. Before Miami, the team were very much a midfield team with Verstappen and his teammate Isaac Hadjar complaining about the car, but that's not the case. In Miami, these upgrades have made the car much better. The drivers are happier and the performances are so much better, and we're seeing a lot better performances from Verstappen. Now, it was Kimi Antonelli in the Mercedes who took pole position in qualifying for the Miami Grand Prix, and it did not look like his time would be beaten. It was very strong. However, right at the end of Q3, Verstappen went for a lap and he got very close to Antonelli's time, with him just being a 10th down and going second fastest. And even though Red Bull have improved massively going into Miami, it wasn't really expected that Verstappen would end up in P2, so he's done a really good job there. And speaking about how things have turned around, Verstappen said, "For me, it's been two things for sure. The car has not been great in the previous races, but also from my side, I never felt comfortable with the layout of the car, and over the last few weeks, the team has been pushing flat out to try and bring upgrades to the car and making me feel more comfortable with a lot of things in the car, and it really pays off. I feel more in control of the car again, and then I can push a bit more. Then the upgrades are working. To be on the front row is way better than I expected heading into this weekend." Now, make sure to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss my Formula 1 content and are kept up to date with F1 news. I've just reached 48,000 subscribers, and that is just incredible. Your support means so much to me. Thank you so much for it. Now, in terms of Verstappen, it's going to be very interesting to see how he does in the Miami Grand Prix tomorrow. There is rain forecast, and we know how strong Verstappen is in the rain, and he's starting at the front of the grid. So yeah, I think it's going to be a really interesting Grand Prix. But let's move on to Audi's Gabriele Bortoleto, who was disqualified from the sprint race in Miami. Now, Bortoleto finished 11th in the Miami sprint race, and just before qualifying it was announced that Bortoleto had been disqualified from the sprint because his engine's intake air pressure exceeded the maximum permitted limit. And Audi accepted that the FIA measured the pressure to be above 4.8 bar A, but argued in mitigation this happened over one lap when temperatures rose higher than expected. Still though, this was an engine technical infringement, and Bortoleto was disqualified, with the stewards saying in their verdict. The stewards heard from the team representatives of Car 5. They admitted that the technical delegate's finding was correct. However, in mitigation they explained that this happened over one lap when the temperatures rose higher than they had expected. As soon as that became apparent, they took steps to bring the pressure back in line with the regulations. While the fact that they took steps to bring the car back in compliance is recognised, the regulations make it clear that the car needs to be in compliance at all times, which it was not. Given that this is a technical infringement, the usual penalty of a disqualification of Car 5 from the sprint classification was applied. But that's going to be the video from me. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care. Bye.